Okay, so welcome to episode 2 of Martin's Marvelous Newcast. Episode 1 is not relevant to you, and nobody should watch it because the audio on it is very bad, but I left it up on my channel anyways, because I can do what I want. It's my YouTube channel. So, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. A teacher named Ryan has decided to, he's forcing us to do a summative, and he has been kind enough to let us choose what our summative topic will be about, which is great. And it also sucks. I would have been happier with the test because those are easier to do. They take less time, but let's just jump into it. Let's not take too much time on this assignment. So the question is, what was life like for the Irish immigrants in the United States during the potato famine? Well, Brian, I'll answer your question for you right now. Irish immigrants in the United States during the 1800s. That's when the potato famine happened. It started in 1854. That's when the potato famine happened. It was a very destructive famine. It destroyed most of crops in Ireland. This eventually was also known as the Great Famine, the Irish Potato Famine, and the Great Irish Famine. The famine was caused by mold in potatoes, but that's not really interesting. The British government was also not interested in sending aid to Ireland, even though they had taken the country. They owned most of Ireland. The British government owned most of Ireland, but they did not help the Irish people when they needed. So they treated them very poorly, and many Irish people died from the potato famine because potatoes were the only source of food they had. These immigrants, they started immigrating to America to avoid dying, which is quite honestly a smart thing to do. That's what I would do in their situation. America's a great place. These immigrants came to America to escape hardships and death. Like I said, many families left behind promises to send money back to their relatives. Martin segues into the next topic. Many Americans were open to immigrants at the start of the potato famine, but sometime during the 1900s, maybe running out of jobs, nativist movements began to start popping up in America. And Martin thinks to himself, he's running out of things to say. Martin wants to find a personalized story about the Irish people Irish immigration experience into the U.S. during the potato famine, and Martin doesn't know where to look. His online web sources are failing him. The online sources are failing him. So Martin knows where to go. He checks the book. It's in the book. It's right there. So he goes to the book. The book is called A Different Mirror by Ronald Tataki. This is where he must look. Chapter 6, The Flight from Ireland. Here he will find personalized stories that will help him continue his podcast and also exit the third person because it's a little bit weird for him to do that. Irish immigrants were exploited as laborers and pitted against each other, pitted against other minority groups. Irish immigrants were pitted against other minority groups, which would make it easier for white people to maintain power over all minority groups. Minority groups would often maybe do strikes. Yes, when a minority group would protest poor wages at a factory, they would protest poor wages at a factory. Owners might hire other workers and cut their pay 10% and make a bunch more money, and then they hired other workers from a different group. And this made Irish people become racist towards black people because they feel like they were taking their precious white jobs that they deserved. So as you can see, with this evidence, Irish people and other immigrants that were from minorities were treated poorly during the 1800s, and I have provided much evidence to show that. This is probably one of the best podcasts on the internet. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and stay classy, I guess. Don't stay classy. That's a bad way to end the intro. It's too bad. No co-host today. Very sad. better audio. The third podcast, hopefully, will be a lot better.